Hello Stamper, welcome to French's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and today I'm going to show you a fun card. It's take some DSP and cut it on the diagonal. If you see the wording go sideways, so sometimes you want to offset something, and that's the perfect thing, I think, to do. I'm going to show you how to cut the paper first. I get the back to black. I'm going to show you how to cut this one, and then the typeset like I use over there. So I'm going to show you both, and then we're going to do another card. So first thing, this is 12 by 12 paper. You want to take this, put it on 1 inch over there, and the other point right there. So you just go barely sideways a little bit. And you can do a different size. It's just that 1 inch like this diagonal, it's gonna hit the corner there, and at, you know what, let me try to move. I cannot move more. Maybe if, here we go. So I'm gonna go at 1 right there, and here it's right in my groove of, maybe if I go this way, here we go. Now we can see it all. Okay, 1 over here, and here it's going to be right in the groove where it cut. So we're going to cut that diagonal right like this. So it seemed that it hit the corner there and here there. So you cannot really go more than diagonal than this. I'm going to cut this. This is a little strip that we can use on another card. Let's turn this around. Now I'm going to put that straight right here. So it's just really, and then I go till I hit this. And it's pretty much going to go right at your 1, just below 1 about. Depends how you went. So now this is going to be, we're going straight there. Never mind the top. It's just the first cut really you have to pay attention. And voila. Now turn this on the other. Now we're going to do all the other 3 sides. So we're going to take this that we went diagonal, and we're going to bring that straight. That's pretty much what we're doing. And then over here. So now we get all 4 sides done. So now if you look at my paper, this one is very tricky on your eyes. It go all sideways. So this is not the best pattern, I would say, to do. It's just, let's cut 3 3/4. Now I just go straight by 5. So then that gives me a layer plus my card. So now let's put that right there. Let's put that on the card, and you're going to see it just look like you really cut your paper sideways or whatever. You didn't follow a line, but sometimes you want to abstract whatever, something different. Well, this way right now, I don't know if you can see on the camera, if I look at this, it looks like it's going diagonal, and it's not, it's straight. It's kind of fun. Okay, let's do the other one. I think writing, it's the best way to do this. I think it gives that look that I wanted. Okay, I bring this in the corner there, bring that to the 1, and it hit each corner, no problem. And I'm going to go down, turn it around. That's the side way that I went. Now I'm going to bring this straight. I just look for, I make sure it's straight on the side there. Going to push this right there. And then I keep on going the 4 side. Just make sure the tip there, it's right in the groove of the opening of the cutting there. And then 1 more side. So this one, on the writing, I wanted to try pattern, and pattern didn't really give the look I was looking for. Et voila. So now I get those 4 strips here. I'm going to be able to use like sunburst on the card for sure. Now let's cut again. It is 3 3/4 that I want by 5. So then I got place for a layer in my card. So let's go and get a piece of black cardstock. I like to have black in the back. So we're going to cut our black cardstock at 5 1/4, and then we're going to cut at 4. Here we go. And then should I do Bermuda Bay or rose red? We're going to do rose red for the next one, so it's going to be different. So let's just take this here, cut this right in half. So you're going to see the whole card really done from start to finish, because I cut everything. Okay, I'm using I'm using 2 stamp sets. I'm using the basic, Butterfly Basic and Bella Bouquet. Bella Bouquet, I love this little one here, the splatter. I think it adds a lot on the card. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to use the Look Like a Fern. I'm going to use Crumb Cake. No, I'm going to use Soft Suede. I want a bit darker. And you can see now the pattern, how it go, it's sideways. And I think that is perfect for me, just because it's, I never cut my paper straight or stamp straight, so that gives the illusion of it's perfect. 2, and then I want ring, voila. Now I'm going to take the butterfly, and I'm going to stamp the butterfly with Bermuda Bay. And I know I got it here. Did it walk away from me? Well, what happened? Here it is. I didn't bring it. And that's the butterfly in the Butterfly Basic. Gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. A little bit more butterfly on this one. And now the splatter in the Bella Bouquet. I love that splatter. And we got a big one. I got more cards coming with this set. And I should have my foam in the back when I stamp with, well, I get a pretty good image. When you stamp with photopolymer, if you put your piercer foam in the back, it's great. Okay, that is done. Now I'm going to show you, might as well show the old card, right? I'm going to show you how I done this ribbon here. And you know what? I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so you can see better. Okay, let's take the piece of black cardstock that we cut. And we're going to glue that in the back of this. And this is a very fine paper, so you can do a lot of cards with that pack. Here we go. Now, we're going to take the taffeta ribbon here in the Bermuda Bay, and we're going to cut just a little bit wider than the 3 1/4. I would say it's what, about 5 inch I'm going. 5 1/4. We're going to, oh, I forgot my scissors too. Here we go. So we're going to cut 3 of that. 1. Oh, that one was shorter. 2. You want long enough so then you can put your ribbon and not falling down. I'm putting enough of the snail in the bag, and I was looking my fast fuse. It must be on the other desk there. So I like fast fuse when it comes to ribbon. So the first one I go sideways. See? See, that's why I say you want plenty long so you're not, you know, scrambling for, oops. I want, well, the greeting going to be on this side on this one. Or can I go higher? Okay, I'm going to go higher for my greeting. I like to have my greeting on the left. And then right here. This one looked funny because usually I do the 2 and then I go there. Oh, well, You know what? Let's bring this one a little bit lower. Here we go. Whoops. I could have went and roll it around and crisscross it, but this is a little bit too thick for that. It want to give a big chunk in the back, and that's why I cut them. Okay, it looked funny on top, but don't worry about that. Oops. Come back here. Make sure it's not twisted. Let's turn this here. Okay, now I want to add more glue in the back of this just because I don't want it to pull. Now we're going to fold this card in two. I'm going to put the vanilla inside just because it's dark, and then I think I'm going to the fern stamp inside. Put that right here. Okay, that's very vanilla, so we're going to take this and we're going to stamp my flower again, not the flower, but the splatter, I should say. Oh, I want it higher than that, though. You know what? This is going to go in the back. I'm okay. Here we go. And we're going to take Stays On, and we're going to stamp Wish. Where is it now? Sending Wishes. I'm going to take this with my Stays On. And the reason why it stays on, it's on vellum that dry. Other, it won't smear. It take too long to dry. Okay, the vellum, we're going to 1 3/4. We're going to punch this out on our vellum. And then on the 3-inch, we're going to punch our vanilla with our little flower there. Then we're going to use a glue dot. And I like to put a glue dot in the back of the writing where it really won't show. So like the Hess seem a good place to put it. Put that right in the center here. You want to make sure to let it dry. I get a little bit of smear, but make sure you let it dry. Now we're going to take dimensional. 1, 2, 3. Maybe, maybe not. Here we go. And then put that right in the center. So even if this it's all a mess there, it doesn't matter because this is going to cover it good. Et voila, my friend. This is it. So inside, I would cut a piece of vanilla cardstock. I got one right here. I don't know if it's the good size. What time is it? Oh, I get the time. Okay, we're going to cut this at 4 by 5 1/4. Oh, it is 5. So if it's 5, I want the same side. So 3 3/4. Usually my inside, I put 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 by 4. Let's do the leaf on top first. I don't want to stamp on the side. So I'm going to take the fern here, put that there. And I won't stamp nothing else on that. It gives me a place to do a greeting or a saying inside or write. And put that right here. And then I would do the same thing on an envelope. I like to stamp my envelope that match my card. Well, this one, I think I would take the butterfly and put it just in the corner. Not all the butterfly because it's too big, just partial. And voila. So now I get my card. Usually when I put them away till I'm ready to mail them, I put them together this way. So when I grab the card, the envelope is there and it's ready to go. So this is it, my friend, how to do your diagonal paper. Hope you learned something new. And for all your Stampin' Up! Product, visit my blog at FrenchieStamps.com, and I get plenty more ideas there for you. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, happy stamping.